Hey everyone, I'm David Ritchie and welcome to a look at a side of America we don't often see. Today we're exploring 11 cities in America that are facing serious challenges and are, quite literally, crumbling. We're going to be talking about the struggles these cities face, economic decline, infrastructure issues, and the ripple effects these problems cause. But it's not all doom and gloom. From economic decline to infrastructure issues, these cities tell a story of struggle and resilience. The people in these cities continue to hope for a brighter future, and many are working tirelessly to create that future. Let us know in the comments if your city made the list, or if you think we missed one. Our journey begins in Detroit, Michigan. Once a symbol of American industrial might, Detroit's story is one of both triumph and tragedy. As the auto industry shifted, factories closed and the city struggled, leaving empty streets and abandoned buildings. Yet amidst the decay, Detroit's spirit endures. Residents plant gardens, start businesses, and build community. Detroit is reinventing itself, searching for new ways to thrive. There's hope here, a belief that Detroit can rise again. Gary, Indiana, once booming with steel, now faces an uncertain future. When steel thrived, so did Gary. But as factories closed, jobs vanished and the city struggled. Empty factories now haunt the landscape, reminders of a lost era. Yet Gary's spirit endures. Residents are determined to build a brighter future. Camden, New Jersey is often seen as a symbol of urban decay and crime. The city faces poverty, unemployment, and a reputation for danger. Drug violence and gang activity create fear and distrust. Yet hope remains. Community groups work to break the cycle and support Camden's residents. Our journey takes us next to Flint, Michigan, a city that has become tragically synonymous with the failures of infrastructure and the devastating consequences of environmental injustice. The Flint water crisis, a man-made disaster, exposed the fragility of urban systems and the devastating impact of neglect on vulnerable communities. When lead contaminated Flint's water supply, it wasn't just a failure of pipes and infrastructure, it was a failure of leadership. A betrayal of trust between a city and its people. The images of children drinking bottled water, their health jeopardized by a basic human right denied, sparked outrage and a national conversation about environmental justice. The crisis in Flint is a stark reminder that the challenges facing American cities are not just about economics or aesthetics, they are about fundamental human rights. The fight for clean water in Flint is ongoing, a testament to the resilience of a community demanding better for its people. We come now to Cleveland, Ohio, a city that, like many in the Rust Belt, has witnessed a dramatic transformation from industrial powerhouse to a symbol of economic decline. Cleveland's story is one of boom and bust, a familiar narrative in the American heartland. The city's rise was fueled by manufacturing, its factories churning out steel, machinery, and the building blocks of an industrialized nation. But as manufacturing jobs moved overseas or fell victim to automation, Cleveland's economic engine sputtered. Factories that once employed generations fell silent, leaving behind unemployment and a sense of loss. The city's population dwindled as people left in search of opportunity, leaving behind vacant homes and a sense of uncertainty. Despite these challenges, Cleveland is a city determined to reinvent itself. There's a spirit of innovation here, a drive to attract new industries, revitalize neighborhoods, and create a brighter future for its residents. Our exploration now takes us to St. Louis, Missouri, a city grappling with population loss, urban decay, and the challenges of revitalizing a shrinking city. St. Louis's story is one of shifting fortunes, a city that once bustled with commerce and industry now facing the realities of a changing economy. The city's decline has been gradual, a slow bleed of people and resources that has left its mark on the urban landscape. Vacant lots and abandoned buildings dot the city, stark reminders of a time when St. Louis was a thriving hub. The population decline has left many neighborhoods feeling empty, their streets eerily quiet. But amidst the decay, there are signs of life, pockets of resilience where residents are working to rebuild their communities. We journey next to Youngstown, Ohio, a city forever linked to the legacy of steel and the challenges of forging a new identity in the face of industrial decline. Youngstown's story is one of resilience and reinvention, a city grappling with the loss of its economic backbone while searching for new paths to prosperity. The decline of the steel industry hit Youngstown hard, leaving behind unemployment, poverty, and, a sense of uncertainty about the future. The city's landscape bears the scars of this industrial decline. Factories that once employed generations stand silent, their hulking structures a reminder of a bygone era. The population has dwindled as people left in search of work, leaving behind a city struggling to adapt. But Youngstown is not defined solely by its past. There's a spirit of innovation here, a drive to diversify the economy, attract new industries, and create opportunities for its residents. Our exploration takes us to Baltimore, Maryland, a city of striking contrasts where historical charm and vibrant culture coexist with poverty, crime, and aging infrastructure. Baltimore's story is one of complexity, a city grappling with deep-rooted social and economic issues while striving to create a more equitable and prosperous future for all its residents. Baltimore's challenges are multifaceted and interconnected. Poverty, crime, and a lack of opportunity plague many neighborhoods, creating a cycle of disadvantage that can be difficult to break. The city's infrastructure is aging, with crumbling roads, bridges, and schools straining under the weight of neglect. But Baltimore is also a city of resilience, with a rich history, a vibrant arts and culture scene, and a strong sense of community. There's a spirit of activism here, a drive to address the city's challenges and create a more just and equitable society. We journey now to East St. Louis, Illinois, a city often overlooked but grappling with profound challenges of poverty, unemployment, and a sense of being left behind. East St. Louis's story is one of systemic neglect, a city that has faced decades of disinvestment and a lack of opportunity, leaving its residents struggling to make ends meet. The city's landscape really reflects its economic hardship. Abandoned buildings and vacant lots dot the streets, which is a testament to a shrinking population and a lack of investment. The unemployment rate is staggeringly high, leaving many residents without the means to provide for themselves and their families. But, even in the face of these challenges, the spirit of East St. Louis endures. Community organizations and residents are working tirelessly to create a brighter future, advocating for change, providing support to those in need, and nurturing a sense of hope amidst adversity. Our exploration takes us to Birmingham, Alabama, a city forever linked to the civil rights movement and now grappling with economic challenges and a legacy of racial inequality. Birmingham's story is one of transformation and struggle, a city that played a pivotal role in the fight for racial justice but continues to grapple with the legacy of segregation and economic disparity. The city has made strides in overcoming its past, but challenges remain. Poverty and unemployment rates are higher among African American residents, reflecting the persistent effects of historical discrimination. Birmingham's economy, once dominated by steel and manufacturing, is struggling to adapt to a changing global landscape. But Birmingham is also a city of resilience, with a rich history, a vibrant arts and culture scene, and a strong sense of community. There's a spirit of innovation here, a drive to create a more equitable and prosperous future for all its residents. Our final stop takes us to Stockton, California, a city that made national headlines when it declared bankruptcy, but is now on the road to recovery, offering lessons in resilience and the challenges of rebuilding after economic hardship. Stockton's story is a cautionary tale about the boom and bust cycles that can impact even seemingly prosperous cities. The city's rapid growth during the housing boom was followed by a devastating crash, leaving Stockton's finances in shambles. The city's bankruptcy filing in 2012 was a wake-up call, a stark reminder of the fragility of municipal finances and the devastating impact of economic downturns. The city was forced to make painful cuts to services, leaving residents grappling with reduced resources and uncertainty about the future. But Stockton's story is not one of defeat. The city has emerged from bankruptcy with a renewed sense of purpose, a commitment to fiscal responsibility, and a focus on revitalizing its neighborhoods. As we've seen, these 11 cities face tough challenges, but many are working hard to turn things around. From community gardens in Detroit to new businesses in Youngstown, there are glimmers of hope and resilience everywhere. It's important to remember that behind the statistics and the headlines are real people, families, and communities striving to create a better future. If you know of other cities facing similar issues, share your thoughts below. Let's keep the conversation going. And hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more deep dives into American cities.